The industry is forgetting, I think, one of the most tried and most effective tactics for persuasion, which is... My name's Richard Shotton and I'm the author of The Choice Factory and The Illusion of Choice. So I specialise in applying behavioural science to marketing. The EAST framework is a brilliant framework for making behavioural science easier to apply. It was created by the Behavioural Insights team back in 2014, 2015, and it distills a really broad subject down to 4 key principles. So E is make it easy. And the idea here is that small barriers, little bits of friction, have a disproportionate and unexpectedly large effect on behaviour. A is make it attractive. And it's the argument that rather than people logically deciding what they're going to do, they often make quick, snap, automatic decisions, emotional decisions you could say, and then they use logic to post-rationalise those. S is make it social, and that's the idea that people are a herd species. They're deeply, deeply influenced by what others are doing. So as a marketer, you need to make your products and behaviours look as popular as possible. T is make it timely. And it's the idea that the same message can have a markedly different effect dependent on when people hear it. So there's an amazing study back in 2007 from Fred Bronner. He was at the University of Amsterdam, and he recruits 1,287 people, gets them to flick through a newspaper, and then he asks them to recall as many ads as they can. And the twist in the experiment is he has also asked them what mood they're in. Happy or sad, relaxed or stressed. And he finds that people are 50%, 51, 52% more likely to remember ads if they're in a good mood rather than a bad mood. Now, he argues that when we are stressed or unhappy, our field of vision, our interest in peripheral stimuli, it narrows. So if you want people to notice what you're saying, identify when they're relaxed, identify when they're happy, and you are much more likely to succeed. There's a large body of evidence that humour is a very effective way of selling. That, I think, should be of interest to marketers, because if you look at marketing over the last 25 years, and Kantar have done this, if you look at the proportion of ads that try and amuse people, back in the early 2000s it was about 50%, by 2020 it was about 1/3. So the industry is forgetting, I think, one of the most tried and most effective tactics for persuasion, which is making people laugh. If you amuse people, they will turn towards your message and they're more likely to imbibe your message. In terms of make it timely, one of the broad themes is that we are creatures of habit. But we also know there are times when people are prone to change. So if someone has recently undergone a life event, like they've moved house, or they've started a new job, they've had a baby, that change their environment destabilises all sorts of unrelated behaviours. Now that is an idea that's been really well applied by BMW. So in Canada, I think, certainly in North America, they recognise that people were likely to change the car brands that they normally bought when they had undergone a life event. So they placed their super premium large 4x4s on the forecourts of show homes. So when people were looking to buy a house, they could see the amazing BMW offering. And that is a great application of make it timely.